A single video posted by content creator Nick Shirley is rocking things in Minnesota. It's changing public policy. It's affecting a lot of people. Millions of dollars are at stake. And it is a sign of the times and really the power of citizen, whether you want to call them journalists, activists, provocateurs. It is showing the old guard of the New York Times, the Washington Post having all the power to break big stories is gone. Now we have a new class of entrepreneurs, video media entrepreneurs, where they actively seek out something to cause rage, where they have a political base of support, where they make their guys look good, people they don't like look bad, and they get the content in the hands of higher ups in their own political parties. And it has a huge impact. And it changes public policy, and it has an impact on people's lives. I'm here to not tell you that's good or bad, but I want you to realize what is happening and to figure out if you want to be a part of it, ideally for good, ideally not for demagogic purposes. Okay, let's look at the facts. So Nick Shirley is a content creator. He claimed to uncover massive fraud at Somali-run childcare and autism centers in Minnesota. Now, within days of this video being released, a federal investigation by the Department of Homeland Security took place. Public intervention by senior officials took place. There was a freeze on child care payments to the entire state. There was a lot of praise from the Trump administration and top figures there. And the creator got massive, massive growth to his website. He had a lot of money, got subscriber growth. So he benefited a lot. Now, here's the issue. All of this happened before any of the claims could be verified. Now, I'm not an investigative journalist. I'm not here telling you that the claims are true or false. But I can tell you that state regulators are saying they found no evidence of fraud yet. So the video didn't prove conclusively any facts, but it did activate power because it hit the outrage button. And it hit an outrage button within a larger ecosystem, a political media ecosystem that's looking for things to get angry about. And I can tell you right now, the easiest way for any YouTuber or social media person to gain prominence is to be in a permanent state of outrage. Think of someone like Alex Jones. He's screaming all the time. There's sweat on him. There's veins popping out of his neck where he's talking about these vast conspiracies, made up typically, but he's showing outrage, and he's got billions more views than I do. So you got to figure out where in this game you want to play. I'm playing in the side of facts matter to me. Rational discourse matters. Truth matters, and I'm okay not having billions. But I do want you to be aware of this new media ecosystem that we're in that really rewards video, especially video that makes some recognizable team, whether you want to call it a political party, a religious party, look really bad. So this video did that. It played into the themes of immigration and fraud and Islam, blue state government. It took all of this in, and using his category of being a citizen journalist, wrapped it all up into a nice bow, got a lot of attention for himself. And it's changing public policy. I would certainly hope that if you are a public official, that you look at video evidence of suggesting wrongdoing. I don't think anyone's suggesting you should just ignore it. But before cutting people off, before potentially taking food away from people's mouths, do some investigation, because the tendency is for more and more people, organizations, government officials to think, oh my God, we got to get on the right side of this. Everyone's going to be angry. There's a huge, huge controversy. Let's nip it in the bud by distancing ourselves any way possible from this controversy. If it means taking away money, then so be it. Now, Shirley's core claim was, I don't see children, therefore fraud. That's a leap. Maybe, but maybe not. That's not really journalism. That's visual insinuation. And we really should not be governing that way, especially if it panders into preconceived prejudices about, oh, these people have a different skin color than we do. Oh, these people have a different religion than we do. Oh, these people were born in a country that's not my country. Therefore, must be something really bad going on. If you are a video entrepreneur and you want to grab onto those themes, you'll probably make a lot of money. There's no doubt about it. But be careful. If you live by the sword, you die by the sword sometimes. And by that, I'm speaking metaphorically. I don't want anyone to actually die. But if you're willing to attack other people without facts or substance and destroy their careers, it could happen to you next.